Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sean here with Blue Ridge Collectibles. I want to thank you guys for joining in on this video. It's been quite some time. Is this the newest video of the year? I don't know. But anyways, I've decided to take a little bit of a break. And I figure, you know what, right now is a good time to get back into it. Pokemon is officially on this blisteringly white-hot express train of absolute pandemonium. And yeah, just straight up FOMOville, okay? Population, well, pretty much half the entire country, if not the world, is jumping on the collectibles bandwagon, okay? In this video, yeah, today is February 10th, which can only mean one thing, all right? We are officially 24 hours into the McDonald's 25th anniversary promotion giveaway, all in their Happy Meals. You buy a Happy Meal, they give you a nice little pack that has like a little coloring page doodad, and it's got a sticker and all this other great stuff. The most important thing that is included in that little pack is a pack of cards. All right, and I will tell you this right now, by the grace of God, for everything that's holy, do not overpay on the secondary market. Okay, do I need to repeat myself? Do not overpay for these cards, okay? And the reason is simple. This is going to be probably one of the most overproduced promotions in all of Pokemon history. Yes, you heard that right, okay? You have a really big brand, okay, that is overseen by Nintendo Corporation, and then you only have like one of the biggest restaurant chains on the face of the earth colliding. You better believe that Nintendo has ratcheted up the printing presses when they were making these cards. We are going to take a look at some really staggering secondary market figures. All right, these cards have been selling for a ton of money, but however, here's the caveat to this whole thing. They've also been plummeting at a rapid rate as well. You're going to see some pretty remarkable completed sales. We're going to see a few, sorry, I got my drink right here. I got my coffee. I'm ready to go. Do I need any more? But we're going to see some really intense completed sales that I just couldn't believe that people are paying this kind of money, and people are going to lose a lot of money by buying this stuff. Okay, so I will tell you this right now. This is going to be a promotion that is just not 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Okay, this is something that's going to run over a number of weeks. So, with that being said, as long as the promotion continues to be running for the duration of this giveaway and those McDonald's Happy Meals, they will keep printing. What was that sound? Yeah, the printing press is going to be burning the midnight oil to ensure that there's going to be a lot of these out there, okay? This is the big kind of like advertisement campaign promotion that is going to set the stage for what is going to be probably one of the craziest run-ups in the collectibles community that's going to overtake, I would say, Beanie Babies. You guys remember that from the 90s? Beanie Babies kind of started off in the same kind of trajectory, okay? They were a little known company back in the day, all right? They had a few of these ultra rare Beanie Baby toys that all of a sudden, once people caught wind that these things were produced in such limited numbers, they began to skyrocket in price. And that's kind of like what we're seeing now. A lot of your your first edition base, so the Neo Genesis, some of the older sets, Aquapolis, and all those are what's considered some of the rare Beanie Babies of the world. And then now all of a sudden we're seeing prices just skyrocket for some of those earliest, Beanie Babies, but for some of those earliest sets, which at the time were produced in healthy numbers, okay, which is why today there are a lot of still first edition sealed booster boxes available in the marketplace. So, and people are paying $300,000-$400,000. So, with this promotion with the McDonald's, okay, this is kind of like the overproduction period, okay, circa 1995 when Beanie Babies was at every conceivable store. You could get them for free. I believe they had them in McDonald's Happy Meals or some restaurant. I forgot what it was, but they were giving those away as well. The market collapsed after that just by waning popularity. Now, I don't quite see that with Pokemon. We're living in a different world where people are seeing collectibles as a true investment. All right. However, when there's overproduction of a certain product, okay, that's it. That should, in hindsight, in theory, keep prices depressed enough so that way it's affordable for a lot of folks. That's what the McDonald's promotion is going to be. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some completed sales right fresh off of eBay within the last 24 hours. And of course, we're going to do it up in the biggest, absolute, ridiculous way possible. And we're going to start it off with the most expensive cards listings for the McDonald's promo packs. And what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a pure example of just overhyping a product to the point where it is not worth this kind of money. This is the most undeserved $9,100 I've ever seen on anything in quite some time. This is a full set. There are 25 cards to the actual hollows. There's one per pack. All right, the most expensive card, I believe, is the Pikachu, followed by Charmander, I believe, is the second most expensive card in the set. Now, the Pikachus, I believe, to this day, still run about that kind of like $30 to $40 range, maybe a little bit higher. The Charmander is a little bit less. But someone actually went through all the trouble of spending $9,100 on the day of release. Keep in mind, take a look at that date, February 9th. And guess what? That's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This promotion had already been out for most of the day, but someone coughed up $9,100 for a new full set of hollows. Keep in mind, this is not a particularly rare set to put together. It's actually quite simple. If you had maybe $100 and you continuously bought Happy Meals, and I don't know as of this video if whether or not you could buy just the packs individually. Someone might be able to comment in and see if that's the case and let us know how much they are if you just did buy the packs. Because I know in the past when you bought the Happy Meal toys, you could get those separately and not feel obligated to buy the actual food. But anyways, $9,100 for a brand new 1 through 25 Pokemon set of the Holo cards. If we go down here, we have a set of 10 sealed envelopes, sealed packs, that's had sold for $3,850. Now keep in mind, you must live in a very kind of like out of the way place to not have a McDonald's next to you, okay? Every McDonald's, it doesn't matter where you're at in the world, should be participating in this. Okay, now there might be some outliers in there, I'm sure. I don't think 100% of all the McDonald's will be participating in this. But if we continue on down, here's where it continuously gets crazy, but you could also see the value plummet. And that's going to be in the sealed cases that you're, I guess you're able to obtain direct from McDonald's. They could just hand you the case right outside the door, the window of the drive-thru. There's 150 packs per sealed master case. This first listing right here is for 2 cases of 150, equaling 300 total packs. We continue on down the line. People are selling 2 cases. Here's a 3 case count. As you can see, this person paid $2,500 for 2 cases. This next listing here that's sold yesterday afternoon for 3 cases sold for $2,400. And you can just see the price erode from there. The 2 cases are going down to close to $2,000. Here's a full case, it looks like. Sealed packs, entire case of 150, $2,120. Like, keep in mind, this is all like, oh my God, the sky is falling. I'm not going to be able to obtain these. Here's another one. Even took the picture in his car. You could see the seat and the door panel and all that great stuff. This is for 2 cases. Best offer was accepted, probably maybe $1,800. Here's a sealed case, $2,000. Here's the thing that I find strange. You have a full sealed case that sold for $2,000, which, by the way, this is February 8th. Someone got hold of this pretty quickly, and I wouldn't put it past that is an actual McDonald's employee that pilfered this thing in some way from their stock. But a sealed case sells for $2,000, yet two cases sell for $2,000. I mean, you know, the pricing is all very funny. In addition, that I don't know if a case with the different colored text and all the drawings and stuff on the box means anything. But yeah, there's a blue text box. There's a black text box. I even saw one I think had red on there. But here's another case of 150, 1550, 1500, 1500. Here's it looks like an open case of 150 for $1,500. That was on February 8th. And if we continue on down, full cases starting to drop. Still on February 9th, these things were dropping as of yesterday afternoon. Wow. There you go. And then there's some sales from February 7th. So people had access to these packs as recently as maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Crazy. But anyways, if we go down on the line here to say right here, February 10th, which is today, look at that, a full case, $1,000. Still, prices eroding right before our very eyes. Here's one with actual bids, $941 for a full case. There you go. Continues on down the line. See ya. Talk about a glass floor on these. There was a lot of them out there. There are a ton of these sealed cases out there. And again, they're not rare at all. This is going to be something that's going to continue to flood the market within the next maybe week or two. Don't be surprised if sealed cases eroded down to under $500 really fast. And I would be interested in knowing how far down these go. All right, so as you can see, we're down to $900. I think we're slipping under that because there are some best offers rolling in. Let's just go ahead and keep going here. $8.99. Wow, $8.50. That's this morning at 7 a.m. All right, $800. Yeah, still going down. Still going down. Look at that. We're under 800 now. 775, 800, full case, 800, free shipping, which means you'll probably net out maybe 700 on this. Yep, continuing to go down. So as you can see, we're through 2 pages. This is approximately 200 listings that we've looked at because I have it set up. Well, no, I take that back. I have them set up at 200 listings per page. So we looked at 400 listings, nothing but cases. I mean, if this isn't kind of like a proof positive look into the actual oversaturation of a Pokemon product, it is certainly this. Now, let's go ahead while we have the opportunity, and then we'll jump off here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the. Was it right. Pikachu. Let's take a look and see where that card's selling at as of right now as a single. Recently ended, and there you go. All right, so I was a little bit off on the actual valuation of the Pikachus. Here's one single card right here that sold for $63. All right, so how sustainable is this if we know that there are thousands of cases out in the marketplace right now, and with no end in sight? Here's another one that sold for $90. That's a heck of a rip. But the prices are kind of like between $60 and $100. Here's one that sold for $99. And you better believe that people are going to be sending these off to PSA or BGS. Obviously, that's the smart money move in something like this. But geez, so incredible, just the actual value, the market that is happening on these. Now, keep in mind, the cards that are commanding the most amount of money are going to be the holo types. Okay, there are plain non-holo Pikachus that sell for a song. All right, they're more like $2-3 a piece. Like this here, this is I guess a non-holo, $10. All right, I don't know if that's a set of 4 or if that's one card. But as you can see, there's a lot of fever pitch in the McDonald's promotion. Okay, I'm just gonna say this right off the hip: be absolutely careful on this product. Okay, whether or not you're an investor or a spec guy or or a collector. I mean, if a collector, it's completely safe. All right, go to McDonald's, buy some of these up, have fun with it. If you play the game, there's like so little emphasis on tabletop Pokemon games these days, and it's all about making the quick buck, flip, taking advantage of that money as it's flowing toward you. But as you can see, the market is extremely robust for singles, and the actual cases have dropped off considerably, in half to this point, maybe just a little bit more. But as you can see, yes, it is an incredible promotion. I'm glad that McDonald's is jumping on the bandwagon for this, and I'm glad the collaboration is working. I've heard nothing but great things. I'll be honest, it seems to be working like a well-oiled machine up to this point. Individual restaurant locations aren't really running out of supply. Maybe some of them are, in some of the bigger cities where people are actually coming in and saying, hey, can we buy a full case? Of course, you might have some of those restaurants that are also limiting the purchase of either the packs or the Happy Meals. Going through I would hate to be an employee right now, having to make like 20 Happy Meals for a DoorDash customer just so they could get the Pokemon. But wow, yeah, this is incredible. So be absolutely freaking careful when you're dealing with this hot off the press product. Okay, just like any other product out there, Shining Fates, I would imagine, is going to be hot off the presses as well. Elite Trainer boxes are pre-selling for $150 to $200 right now, which is just insane to me. And there are some breaks of those out on the YouTube verse, but there you go. A single non-holo Pikachu, $5.99. But that's going to go ahead and do it. Enough of the jibber jabber talk. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Collectibles. Thank you so much for getting me up over 1,000 subscribers. That's amazing of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That will be rewarded back to you in kind. All right, we got to go ahead and build the channel up some more. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that good old bell for instant notifications. And as always, Cardaholics, we are discovering together. That's my same tagline, only I changed it up a little bit. But that's going to go ahead and do it. You guys take care. Happy hunting. And I'll see you on the next card video. All right. Take care.